Hey guys, it's Marie Antoinette with Posh Paper Perfection, and welcome to my channel. Hey guys! I am so excited to be back, and this is going to be a very short tutorial because actually I'm treating my daughter to a facial, and she's going to be here at 11:30. I still need to get ready. For the next 20 minutes, we will be going over Susan Garden's lilies, oriental lilies and wellies. If you have not seen this die set, it is absolutely beautiful. It is absolutely beautiful. So this is the wellies dies, and then these are the lilies here. Okay, and the leaves for the lilies, but we will not use the leaves for the lilies. And so I've been having a really fun time with these wellies. I don't know if you guys have seen my video. Oh, let me put this down here because everything's falling here. I don't know if you guys have seen my video on how to make these Santa wellies, but they are absolutely adorable, really easy to make. So make sure you check out that video. I've already made one of the oriental lilies, and this was my very first one that I've done. And then I used some of the, I just got this. I don't know exactly what the name is. This is the winterberry and mistletoe. Those have not been shaped. So what I'm doing here is I'm actually still staging. Nothing has been attached to this blue background. Okay, the blue background is from Hero Arts. It is a brand new 6x6 stamp that they have out. So you know, I'll have all the links later on. Either today or tomorrow. I'll have those links all up for you so you can get all of that. So make sure you check back to this channel. Okay, so let's get on with getting on. Okay, I'm going to share with you an example of what my inspiration was, and that is this. This is the Dizzy Oriental Lily. It actually is a real lily. One thing that I can tell you is that comparison to mine, that this lily, just the way that Susan had shaped it, it's fatter, so it's not going to exactly look like that. And I learned a lot from the very first one that I made. So what I'm using right here, because it's Christmas time, well, it's not Christmas time, but this is Christmas themed. I really wanted to use something that was shinier. I don't know if anybody else is like me, but I feel like, you know, everything Christmas has to be shiny and metallic and all that stuff. So I cut this actually on crystal stock from Cardstock Warehouse, and you guys hear me talk about Crystal cardstock all the time. I swear, if I could have $1 for every time that I talk about that paper. It is my absolutely go-to paper for backgrounds, for regular cards, for die cutting, and this, because it's a pearlescent paper, it's going to give a shine without you having to use like a wink of Stella. You see that shine there that it's giving you? Yeah. So I absolutely love that it takes Copic markers and water-based pens very well. Okay. And so the very first thing that I'm going to do, and one of these Copic markers, I apologize, is, oh, well, it is very, very juicy. And in fact, it's probably leaking. So you see myself with red, and when I'm cleaning up things, you may see my napkin all covered with red. No one died. No one got hurt. It's just the Copic marker going absolutely nuts on me. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to color the middle, right? And I am making kind of like a V. I'm going to taper this. Now that's one thing that I had a really, really hard time with the last one. I did not taper it, and I learned. I really did. I really learned that tapering it is probably the best approach instead of extending it all the way out. Okay, so I'm just coloring these, and that's how I do that. And then I flip it on the back side up, and I'll do the same thing. Now I'll do this for the coloring, but I will not do it for making those little tiny dots that's on the lilies. It's just too time consuming, to be honest with you. Okay. The other thing is, when you see me do the shaping, you may, suggest for me to water my paper. Well, the problem with watering my paper is that I only use water-based inks. So if I use water, it will make the water-based ink move. Okay. Now I'm going to take, sorry, that color was R59. Okay. And then now I'm going to take RV29, and I'm going to try to extend that out, but kind of like taper it, so it kind of just fades. And how I'm going to do that is very light hand. I'm just doing that. And that's as far as I'm going to get. Okay. And let's do this one. And you're going to follow that stamen line that's embossed with the die. Just like that. Okay. See how juicy it's getting? It's gonna be. It better not get all over the place. That's all I have to say. Because last time, oh my gosh, it was perfect, and then all of a sudden, splat. A whole bunch of ink came out, and I was not happy. Anyone else has had that happen before? You almost finish with a project, and then something terrible happens. Well, like Anna Griffin says, there's no such things as mistakes. It's just beautiful what opportunities to create something better. Okay, so I'm already liking it much better than my first one. Okay. All right, now you want to do the back side. All right, so let's do the back side. If you have any questions, make sure you comment. I'm gonna kind of stop my talking just because I slow myself down when I'm talking. And the shaping may take a little bit more time, because I do a little bit more shaping than Susan usually does it in her videos. You'll also notice here that I'm creating this flower not on the card. I'm not very good at doing that. Okay. We're not going to worry about this not being exactly, you know, it's not going to show. It really isn't. Okay. So I'm going to flip these both over. And then now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my red and magenta cardstock, and I am going to create my own little personal palette. And I'm just using some of my scrap pieces of paper here, okay, and a eyeshadow brush or applicator, okay. So let me move this here so you guys can see that, and make sure that I am in the frame so you can see, because made someone very upset that they couldn't see anything. Okay. So I'm going to use this paper as my palette, and I'm taking my I think this is 340.5 permanent red. Okay. I'm going to take 2 of those and put it down just like that. Now you can see that this red and this red is not the same. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some magenta, okay, and I'm going to overlay it on top. And now I'm getting a color that's closer to this, okay. Do it one more time. There we go. This is more like a plumeria red, I guess. And now I'm just going to go here and go over this. Just like that. And here. Okay. Now that one turned out probably the best. This is very faded up on top. Okay. And then I'm just going to use this. The color applies on here again. Okay. And paint the other ones. I guess I could do that instead. But if you do this way, then you got to be very light on the top, in the very top, and then press it down. Oh. And then here. Okay, so it's got more of the tapered look to it. And now we're going to go ahead and do some white, and the white is actually here on the bottom. which is really cool. Oh, that's not white. Where did the white go? Is it here? Oh, it's on this one. Yeah, there's the white. And I'll take this and just kind of apply it on the ends just to fade it out just a little bit more. Now the one thing about the pan pastels is that when you do shape it, some of the color does come off. Okay, I'm going to pick this one up because it's got lots of fallout on it and I don't want to smear it everywhere. Okay, taking care of the fallout. Alrighty, now comes the fun part. We're actually going to use two different twee markers. These are from Arteza, and I love them because they are dual-ended. We're not going to use the side right here. This is kind of like the water brush side. These are water-based. These are very, very, very tiny. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make the dots, and I want to make sure and apply this straight onto the paper, not at an angle, but straight on. When you do it straight on, then your dots don't look like slashes. And we'll do this here. I have to be careful because I get in a hurry and then I start noticing that I ever so slightly slant my pen. Just a habit. And I'm not really an artist. This is all new to me. So if you're looking for techniques, probably not the person that you should be watching. But lilies are one of my favorite flowers to make. Okay, we still have another color to put down. I apologize for not having a title on this live. Yeah, I just said, let me go ahead and go live. I haven't done one in a long time, and I forgot to put in a title. It's crazy. All right. So now that was, let's see, the color for that was Amaranth Red. Okay. And again, this is a twee marker. And then I'm going to use Ruby Red, and I'm just going to put just a couple of dots, not too many, but, just to make it look more real. Try to get the areas where I don't have any dots. All right. So those are all done. It looks pretty close. This one is actually a much better Oriental lily than what I had previously showed you. Okay, and then I want to share with you the coloring of the stem. And I have the stem here. Now the stamen has disappeared on me. Drats. Okay, let me move around. You guys ever have that happen? Okay. Well, did it fall? Oh, it fell on the floor. All right. Let me grab that. Ooh, did something yesterday to my back. Every time I cough, oh my goodness. Oh, I think my muscles are like, I don't know. It hurts like crazy. I think it was from lifting. I thought I lifted properly, but I don't know. Okay, so this is your stamen, and we're going to use two colors on this. We're going to use Y13 lemon yellow, and we're going to use the YG03 yellow green. Okay, and for this, I'm going to color the middle to the bottom in yellow. And then for the kind of like not at the tip, but below the stamen part, the little bud part, or I don't know, what do you call it? Pollen? Yeah, pollen part. I'm going to take the YG03 and down, just like that. Okay, and then now I'm going to take some of that crimson red in the RV29 and apply that to the tips. Like so. Okay. And then I'm going to do the back side. Now, you don't have to worry if it's not looking perfect. Okay. All right. Now I'm going to take that yellow instead of the green, and I'm going to go over the green Try not to get the red because then it'll bleed. Right? Okay. So now I have that done. And I'm going to want to take my reverse tweezers and hold on to that while I cut the stamen. Right? And I'm going to cut each of the stamen in half very carefully. It's very hard to do this on camera, so if you cannot see it, I apologize, but I do need to see what I'm doing in order to not mess this up. right. Might have to invest in some magnifying glasses or something. Anybody have any recommendations? If you do, comment below. All right, now let me get my shaping tool. Okay, so why am I going to shape this? Okay, because we're going to roll it. Okay, one, and I want to make sure that it spreads apart like this. Okay, if you do not roll it or shape it like I'm going to show you, then it's all going to just be one standing straight up. That's what it's going to look like. So you take your leaf tool, and with the right side up, you're going to take your loop tool and drag it down. Take those stems and drag them down very carefully, because remember, they're very tiny. Okay, and by doing this, you're rolling it towards you. Okay, now we're going to take the glue. All right, and I'm going to have to get off, unfortunately, and maybe come back on with the second part of this shaping. Okay, and we're going to take the reverse tweezers here. We're going to hold it like that. We're going to turn it over so we're gluing the back side, the wrong side. Okay, and we're just applying the glue just like this. And now you're going to take your finger, kind of like a support base, and start rolling your reverse tweezers just like this. And you can see that it's already fanned out. You don't have to worry about fanning it out with your reverse tweezers or anything like that. Okay, and then now with it on there, you want to take some more of your Kids Choice glue and apply it to the tips. Okay, so we're applying it just to the tips. Hi, good morning. Hey, Dunya, I'm going to have to pop off because my daughter is here. Okay, so anyway, and then now what we're going to do is we're going to put it in the red pollen just like that. And coming! All right, so I gotta go, guys. It was wonderful being with you guys. I'll be coming on later to do the second part. Okay, thanks, bye.